Hello, how's everybody? Welcome back. We're doing season 2, episode 4 this week. It's Everybody Hates Hugo. It is, of course, a Hurley episode. It's also a me episode. We are back. For you, it's been a week. For us, it's been 10 minutes. Got a new beer, a new shirt. How's everybody doing?
Just as good as I was 10 minutes ago.
As good as I was, yeah. Just
a new shirt.
It is
I went and got myself a beverage.
Twisted tea.
I was taking a nod from Derek, and that I grabbed a shirt that I had worn on my business trip, so it's nice and
aromafied.
Ooh, yeah,
nice. Okay.
Yeah, buddy.
It's been brewing with the rest of the dirty underwear and socks and
Gross.
Yummers.
Seasoned.
Yeah, seasoned.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, right. So how is everybody doing? No updates, obviously, but it is May 31st when this is coming out, and I am in Dublin.
Lucky.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about the fact that I'm there right now. Anyways, skipping the hellos because we ain't got nothing new. Ben and Derek and Christy, are you ready for a joke?
Yes.
I suppose.
Highlight of my day.
Okay, here we go. Cosmetic surgery used to be such a taboo subject, but now you can talk about Botox and nobody raises an eyebrow.
That's pretty funny.
Laugh, damn it! Thanks. Appreciate it. All right, let's talk about last week's episodes and things that we said and did in them. Last week, we were talking about Mr. Cooper stealing Locke's kidney. I'm pretty sure that this came up in a previous pre-show of season 1, if I remember correctly. But just in case I don't, I do want to mention that during the podcast, what we talk about, I think it's me that says it actually, that it's such an egregious thing to take his kidney because you're basically taking years off of his life. Well, I found out that is not true. Donating a kidney does not shorten your life. That's actually a myth. And I think it's probably a pretty dangerous one, because if people think that that's the case, then they may not consider donating a kidney. And so there you go. It's safe. Actually, weirdly enough, in a lot of the studies, they showed that people who had donated a kidney actually had a longer lifespan than the normal lifespan. Yeah. And in what I read, they weren't entirely sure why. Like, it's not because you donated a kidney, but maybe because of the lifestyles that people are living when they only have one kidney. I don't really know. Wow. But it does not shorten your lifespan. That is a terrible.
All that said, I totally give a kidney like once I'm dead, and if I really had to, if it were important loved one or family member, I'd consider it. But I kind of look at it as like, I want 2 kidneys. Because it's like the reason why naval aircraft have 2 engines, right? If one fails, you can survive on the other one, right? Yeah, so if you only have one and it fails, there you are.
Yeah,
I'd do it. I would do it. I donate.
It would have to be somebody that I cared a lot about.
Yeah, I don't think I'd just like walk into a hospital and be like, "Here, have my kidney." But
I don't need this. Here you go.
Yeah, here's a kidney.
Mr. Cooper's like, all right.
What if it was
needed one? I would do it.
I think that it's called a domino surgery. Like, I need a kidney, but Caleb's kidney won't work for me, but his kidney will work for this person. And then this person's loved one can donate to that person, and so on and so forth.
So you just like,
it's like a kidney train?
Yeah.
Basically.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I mean, I would do that. I don't really care. Once it's out of my body, I don't really care where it goes.
Right. So
I guess.
So the kidney wouldn't be going to your loved one, but because you're donating it to someone else, it'll get around that your loved one gets a kidney.
6 degrees of separation of kidneys.
It's usually, I think, I could be wrong about this, I'm not a doctor, but I believe that they're done like in one day.
Oh yeah. Well, I think kidney
that way there's no like backing out and I gave up my kidney and this person
break the train. Yeah.
Oh, I see. After the fact. Yeah. Because if you backed out, you can't like force somebody to give their kidney.
Right.
Yeah. Psych. That's really cool. Anyways, if anybody out there I know needs a kidney, hit me up. Let me know.
drinks a beer.
Christy's checking her phone.
I heard do something.
All right, guys. Fun fact this week. I looked something up. We talked about last week in the orientation video. Parapsychology is mentioned as one of the things that the Dharma Initiative is doing on the island. And so we all kind of went like, is that a real thing? Or is that
It
just
always
from
makes me think of Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we do mention that. So I looked it up. It's a real thing in so much that people do it, but it's pseudoscience. It's not real stuff. Okay.
Wait, Ghost Hunters isn't real?
Oh,
Like that show, Ghost Hunters, they have a little whatever.
I think no. I that is part of what I have in here. I have a list of things that are considered that fall under parapsychology. One of them is apparitional experiences, which would be ghosts. The other ones are extrasensory perception, telepathy, precognition, clairvoyance, psychokinesis, telekinesis, psychometry, which I'm not really sure what that is, near-death experiences, and synchronicity, along with apparitional experiences. And so that is what
basically the show Fringe.
Yeah, it really is.
Never seen it.
Yeah, it's everything in Fringe. That's pretty funny. So yes, it's a thing, it's a field of study. People actually do it, but it's not recognized by actual real scientists and journals because the evidence is not there.
Evidence or not, I'm way more apt to believe the idea that like ghosts or apparitions or whatever are actually it's basically like, if you think about a multiverse and that we occupy the same space, just phased into a different time, that ghosts and all that stuff are actually just people or within another a parallel reality, and somehow people can perceive across that, or deja vu and shit like that happens. I'm way more apt to believe that than you die and then your spirit inhabits a place.
I actually have a play that I've worked on, never finished writing, that has to do with that in a way. Like it takes place all in one apartment, and it's just like through the years, the people that live in it and how they affect each other and time. And yeah, that's interesting. That's a fun idea.
Yeah, I mean,
probably
there's no
more
evidence for that, but it's yeah. If I have to create a worldview and I have to incorporate that into, the idea that all these people have said, I've seen this, or, there's apparitions or ghosts or whatever. If I have to sort of reconcile all this stuff without evidence and math to kind of back it up, then I'd say
that and all the cameras that
dimensions
exist. I mean, not one ghost has ever been caught on all these cameras that are around.
Yeah.
Wow. They're hanging out with the Loch Ness Monster and Bigfoot.
Loch Ness Monster.
All right. What else do we have this week? Right. So coming up, like I said, we have got Everybody Hates Hugo tomorrow, which we know is not true. It is a fun episode because it's the mayor of Island Town, Hurley. I think it's my first Hurley episode. And in the episode, Hurley wins the lottery and he loses his friends. So what I want to know is, if you win the lottery, are you keeping it a secret?
Yeah.
Christy? Yeah.
Absolutely.
From everyone?
Not quitting my job right away. The first thing that we're going to do is get, they have lottery lawyers who have experience in this kind of thing. And I would probably eventually tell certain people, bitch,
you better be taking me on vacation. I'm just saying, you win the fucking lottery and we don't go have like a party. I don't know what I've been doing for the last 25 years.
I can already see this scenario. We'd be recording one of these video things and Lacey would be like, oh, Christy can't be here because she won the fucking lottery.
Well, I definitely
you
won't
tend to TMI.
I won't be putting it on my hashtag 3 good things. That's for sure.
You know what?
Yeah.
I don't think we ever talked.
Hashtag 40 million good things.
Have we ever talked about that, Christy? The thing that you do, which I really love, but I've been afraid to ever start it myself because I don't know that I have the will to continue it. But what is it that you do on your Facebook every day?
So every morning while I'm drinking my first cup of coffee, I reflect on the day before, and I go to Facebook and I write my hashtag 3 good things, and I list 3 good things that happened the day before. Some days it's a lot more difficult than others, but I feel like no matter how bad your life is, you can find three good things. Like I saw a butterfly, I had a yummy cup of tea. I don't know,
Or
but
you tag me in it. I talked to Lacey today.
Yes. But it's helped me change the way I look at the world, because now I'm looking for the good.
Right. Okay.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm afraid to
use
try
some of
that.
that.
Yeah. Because
I've seen she's mentioned this podcast several times.
mhm.
Sure, yeah, right. Like had a good recording day or
Mhm.
whatnot. Yeah. Okay. So fun question this week. What is your biggest pet peeve? Christy?
Kind of two things, but kind of all in the same vein. Number
Okay.
one, when people just leave their fucking grocery cart.
That drives you crazy?
Oh my God, it's not that fucking far. Why are you so lazy? And especially when somebody leaves it in the handicap access aisle. I've called people out in the middle of parking lots and been like, really? You're really going to leave it there? Because I have friends who are wheelchair bound and they have trouble getting in and out of their vehicles when people leave the fucking carts all over the place. So I'm sorry, I'm very passionate about this.
Is it okay
see
if I
that.
leave it on the median, so it's not rolling
No,
around?
don't be lazy.
He's one
Fucking
of them.
put it in the
He's
cart
one
corral.
of them.
Put it in the cart corral. The other
Damn,
thing that
Derek.
I hate is, like, let's say perhaps I go to Panera one morning for a bagel. I park my car in a parking spot. The people who park on the fire lane, when they come out, I want to go, excuse me, are you special?
No, what you
Because
should do is start
You
a
must
fire.
be if the fucking rules don't apply to you.
just
It's
just set the
Set their car on fire and say, well, it said fire lane. So,
That fire lane.
yep.
I'm gonna not do that.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it just drives me crazy. It's not that hard to park in the parking lot. You're not special. It's against the law.
All of Christy's
off and
pet
die.
peeves take place in the parking lot.
That's why I said it's kind of
Yeah.
it's two things,
Got it.
but kind of in the same vein.
All right, Derek, what drives you crazy?
Well, before I mention that, we'll talk about what if I would tell people if I won the lottery.
Oh,
yeah.
Did we forget all about that?
Yeah, you too as well.
I think
Yeah.
that I'm the only one who said, and
Yeah.
then we just moved on.
Well, you know how that works.
See, I would immediately quit my job, so it'd be kind of hard not to tell people.
Oh yeah, no,
but I
I'd
would
probably post it on the internet. I wouldn't be able to
I would
contain
not do
myself.
that. I would not do that because all of a sudden your long lost cousins and family
Fuck 'em.
members would appear. Yeah.
I wouldn't immediately quit. Like I'd give 2 weeks, but I would
too.
I'd phone it in over those 2 weeks.
But I have 2 weeks of I have weeks of vacation depending on what
Yeah.
time of the year. I just burn that. But the
Yeah.
friends I have now are the friends that I would keep having. I wouldn't trust new people that all of a sudden appear. Hey, Derek, hey, I have a,
Hey buddy.
Well,
Hey
yeah,
buddy,
buddy.
old pal, old
you
chum.
want this
Yeah.
business to start? No, fuck you. So yeah, I just tell the friends. And then also, so as far as the pet peeve, close talkers, people that get too close to me. I like a personal space. It's
Well,
like I'm in a
especially
bar.
now.
Well, I like them in a bar,
Well.
and people got to get like right in your face and talk like, come on, say it, don't spray it. And
Oh, no.
and the worst ones are ones
Hey
that,
Derek, have you ever been to Guadalajara?
how you doing? No, but then they can see that I'm annoyed, because I either start backing up or, but then they'll say, oh, I'm in your personal space.
Yeah.
Well, what was your first hint, dumbass?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's my true pet peeve. So
Ben, how about you?
My pet peeve is people who say at the end of the day all the time. At the end of the day, and then they say whatever they're gonna say.
literally.
It's just
Yeah.
at the end of
That's
the
what
day,
really grinds your gears.
Yeah, it drives me fucking nuts. It's a lot of things like that where
I like to watch trashy dating shows, and they say that a lot. And Ben is
God,
forced
at
to
the
hear
end of the
it.
day, ultimately, at the end of the day, oh my God, just spit it the fuck out. What are you saying? Quit trying to, put all of these words all before it to make you sound
Really
more
annoys me when
intelligent.
people always say, but anywho.
Oh,
Shots have been fired.
I'm kidding.
so when she comes to Seattle, make sure you leave your carts all over the parking
Oh,
lot
yeah.
Oh, okay.
and park in every fire lane you can.
Yeah.
Ben, can you guess my pet peeve?
Your pet
You'll know it
peeve.
when I say it. You got 3, 2, 1. Chewing. I cannot
Oh,
listen to
yeah,
people
yeah.
chew.
Yeah.
I
See,
am
that's more
certain,
more than a pet peeve though. That's not like something that's like, oh, this annoys me. Like you have a visceral, like
I do.
physical reaction to
Yeah,
So
I
you wouldn't
think
have like my
mouth
grandmother
noises.
who smacked.
No.
She would
Oh,
smack.
no.
No.
I think I have what's called misophonia, which you can look up, and it's when certain sounds basically like create rage. And if I can hear someone chewing, I will just start to go like, "Ugh, fuck," and freak out.
Misophonia.
Exactly. Yeah, I have wanted to actually strangle people, like to make them stop chewing. It's a weird reaction that
So
I
the
have.
dinner table is very strange for you.
No, as long as
very-
people are talking or there's some other noise, if there's just
Oh.
silence and chewing, I'm liable to cut a bitch.
Yeah, like
do not
I've had
chew around me.
I've had times where like we've got like a bar, kind of island bar at
In the
in
kitchen.
our house, and
Yeah.
she'll be on one side of it and I'll be on the other. And like if there's no music on and there's no TV on or anything, there's no sound, and I've got food in front of me, I'm like
I'll sit like this. I will I'll cover.
I will
my
make sure
ears
I
So
up.
it's
keep my
probably
mouth
really bad
totally
with
closed.
chips or anything crunchy.
I don't think it's stuff like that. I don't think chips don't seem to bother you.
It's
like
just
if
the
somebody-
sound of the food just moving around.
like
in the
imagine
mouth.
somebody-
mushing.
Imagine somebody putting
Yeah.
a big old thing of like shells and cheese in their mouth and then just being like like that.
Don't
do that.
Oh, like stirring
How
the
are
mac
you?
and cheese, that kind of sound. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, when he's smacking mac and cheese, it's disgusting. It's horrible.
Mac and cheese.
All right. Once again, no special up-to-date weekly info because we have pre-recorded this. I am right now spending my last night in Dublin, hanging out with Ado from Lost the Plot. I don't know why you're not listening to them. You should be. Not next week, tomorrow. Season 2, episode 4. Everybody hates Hugo. It's a Hurley episode. It's a me episode. Next week, Tuesday, June 7th, we will be back with our next pre-show. Ben and I will be touring the Tower of London and eating at Gordon Ramsay's Bread
Tower
Street
of London
Kitchen.
was
I almost
nice.
forgot. We'll be having a ball. You'll be watching a pre-show, but tomorrow, download episode 4. That's it. Bye.
Bye.